Okay, we have a man who shot 3 people dead after complaining that they weren't speaking English and that they couldn't speak English. I'm speaking of 39-year-old Milwaukee man Dan Popp, who has been charged with 3 counts of homicide for allegedly tracking down and shooting 3 neighbors after confronting one over the fact that he didn't speak English. I'm talking about 40-year-old Jesus Manzo Perez, 36-year-old Fia View, and 32-year-old My View, who were the 3 victims shot and killed by Mr. Popp. He first tried to lure Mr. Manzo Perez to his apartment with an offer of beer. According to police officials, Popp stopped Manzo Perez and his son as they walked by his apartment on the way to the laundry room, and after refusing the offer of beer, Popp asked where they were from. He learned that they were from Puerto Rico and replied, "Oh, that's why you don't speak English. You're Puerto Rican." Right. I mean, they're from Puerto Rico, in other words, part of the United States. And according to Manzo Perez's son, they were returning to their own apartment when they encountered Popp on the stairs again, pointing a rifle at them, saying, quote, "You guys got to go." He shot Manzo Perez in the head and then fired at, but fortunately missed, Manzo Perez's son. Then he went into the View's apartment where he kicked down the door and shot both Fia and My View as they were huddled with their 4 children. Police responded to the scene. They went up to the apartment where the children had fortunately escaped, and Popp surrendered to police after dropping his weapon when ordered to do so. No prior criminal record for Popp, Lewis. Police are saying that there was a medical emergency call at Popp's residence the day before the triple murder, but they didn't provide any other details. I can't tell whether this guy was on this shooting spree because of so-called family values or so-called Christian values, or as will likely be attributed to just mental illness.
Yeah, could be. It could be schizophrenia. How do you really know? We don't know what that medical emergency was, but I do know that this type of, all the rhetoric we've been seeing lately could definitely push someone over the edge. Maybe that's what happened here.
Oh yeah, this is the type of behavior that is legitimized by racist, xenophobist, nativist political rhetoric. You be the judges to the audience, I say, as to where that is coming from. Is it Hillary Clinton? Is it Bernie Sanders? Are we hearing that from Marco Rubio, who left the race? Or was it coming from Ted Cruz? Or, I don't know, was it coming from the guy who all the KKK and white nationalist groups seem to be supporting? I don't know. You figure out where some of that rhetoric might be coming from, but no doubt whatsoever that rhetoric absolutely may be a factor here. And as usual, this is getting very little coverage. What's getting a ton of coverage is Donald Trump's accusations that Bernie supporters are inciting violence at his rallies, but not much coverage of this, is there?
Not really, no. I did see this story in a couple places. You would think that this would be breaking news all over the place on every outlet.
Right.
I guess not. I guess this
Lewis,
isn't, somehow this isn't juicy enough.
It's a lone white guy who's just mentally ill. Yeah, I mean, he went after immigrants who he believed didn't speak English and were somehow un-American. I get that. But this is just a lone white guy. It has nothing to do with any political rhetoric. Come on.